Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be finding scale factor. Remember, a factor or scale factor means to multiply. So we can set up little equations to help us figure out what's happening here. So in this case, we're going from 10 to 5. So we know that this is a reduction. So in order to find our scale factor, we know 10 times our scale factor is going to give us 5, right? So here I have multiplication. So to undo the multiplication, I am going to divide by 10 on both sides. So that means K equals 5 over 10, or K equals 1/2. We can also write it as a decimal. This makes sense because our scale factor should be less than 1. So let's look at the next one here. I'm going from 10 to 20. In this case, it's getting bigger, so I know I have an enlargement. So 10 times my scale factor will give me 20. In order to find my scale factor, I'm going to divide by 10. So our scale factor in this case is 2, which means our scale factor is greater than 1. Now, keep in mind, it doesn't matter if your coordinate is positive or negative. So for example, here, I have negative as my y values. I like to just use x automatically, but that's, a preference. I'm going from 10 to 2 here, so this would be a reduction. So 10 times something equals 2. I'm going to divide by 10 on both sides. So in this case, I can simplify this fraction to 1/5 or 2/10 as a decimal. Remember, our scale factor can be a fraction or decimal, but it will always be positive. All right, let's try a couple more. Let's look here. In this case, I am going from 2 to 8, right? So this should be an enlargement. So 2 times something equals 8. I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, which makes sense because our scale factor should be greater than 1. Okay, I'm going to continue to move through. Here I'm going from 2 to 1. This would be a reduction. So 2 times something equals 1. So that something would be 1/2 or 0.5. Here we're going from 2 to 3. So in this case, it is getting bigger. It is an enlargement. So 2 times something equals 3. Let's figure out what that something is. So we're looking at 3 over 2 or 1.5. Either one works. Now, this one is kind of set up nicely for us. These are going to be more like what we're going to see, where we're going to have two coordinates and we're going to have to find our scale factor. Remember, A prime is the new one, right? This is new. So I know I'm going from 3 to 9. So again, 3 times something equals 9. And then divide by 3, so K equals 3. And so that does show that we have an enlargement. All right, I'm going to go ahead and flip my paper over to the next side. I think we've got this part done. All right, so this is really what you're going to be seeing on your assignment. In this case, we have to name a point before we can move on for this. So I'm going to pick a coordinate. I'm just going to pick, A. I'm going to name A and then A prime. So this is A, this will be A prime. So A would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So -5, 10. While A prime is going to be -1, 2. So in this case, by just looking at this, I can tell that this is a reduction. because A prime is smaller than A. Because I know it's a reduction, I know my scale factor has to be less than 1. So let's go ahead and find that scale factor. So I know, and I'm going to use the y in this case, just because it's positive and it makes sense in my brain. So I know 10 times something equals 2. So figure out what that something is. I'm going to divide by 10. So k equals 1/5. I'm going to leave it a fraction. So to write my rule always starts with xy. And I'm going to have 1/5 times x and then 1/5 times y. All right, let's try the next one. In this case, I'm going to pick a coordinate. I'm going to pick B this time, so I'm going to pick the two B's. I'm going to start with B and then B prime. So B would be 1, -2. B prime would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3, -6. I can see because B prime is bigger, this is an enlargement. So our scale factor has to be greater than 1. So let's go ahead and find our scale factor. I know 1 times something equals 3. So I'm going to divide by 1 on both sides. So our scale factor equals 3, which checks out, right? Because our scale factor has to be greater than 1. So xy is how our rule starts. And then I have 3 times x and then 3 times y.